ओके सो हेलो दोस्तों, हम 2 मंथ्स बाद मिल रहे हैं। सो हाउ आर यू? क्या हाल चाल आप लोगों के? आई होप फाइन होंगे। और बताओ, स्कूल्स अच्छे चल रहे हैं? आई होप अच्छे चल रहे होंगे। और मार्क्स भी अच्छे ही आए होंगे आप सबके। सो वेलकम टू माई यूट्यूब चैनल। आप देख रहे स्टडी विद प्रणव चैनल एंड आई एम प्रणव। टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी। आपको समझ आ ही गया होगा, इसमें से एक चैप्टर पढ़ेंगे। वो मैं अभी बाद में बताऊंगा कौन सा चैप्टर पढ़ेंगे। आप टाइटल देख के जान सकते हैं कि हम आज कौन सा चैप्टर पढ़ने वाले हैं। तब तक के लिए मुझे आपको एक चीज़ बतानी है। मेरा एक दोस्त है अश्विन, वो YouTube वीडियोस बनाता है और वो बड़ा अच्छा बीट बॉक्सर है, बहुत अच्छा। ऐसा नहीं कि जस्ट मस्ती में या कुछ, वो इतना अच्छा बीट बॉक्सर है कि वो मतलब टूर्नामेंट्स में जा सकता है। तो मैं उसके चैनल को थोड़ा और बढ़ाने के लिए आप लोगों को बता देता हूँ। उसका चैनल बहुत अच्छा है, मुझे भी बहुत अच्छा लगता है। मैं पर्सनली उसको बहुत पसंद करता हूँ, अश्विन के चैनल को। उसका नाम है ऑल राउंडर 247। अगर जिन जिन लोगों को मेरा चैनल अच्छा लगता है वो मेरे चैनल पे तो वीडियोस देखें ही, साथ में अगर आप लोगों को बीट बॉक्सिंग अच्छी लगती है तो आप ऑल राउंडर 247, ये उसके चैनल का नाम है, जाइए और अभी उसके चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। और मैं उसके चैनल का लिंक और एक वीडियो आपके डिस्क्रिप्शन में दे दूंगा या फिर कमेंट्स में। ओके, सो हम स्टार्ट करते हैं। चलिए, आज हम पढ़ने वाले हैं द पीपल अपस्टेयर्स। यस, चलिए आज पीपल अपस्टेयर्स ना पढ़ के द लंचियन पढ़ते हैं, क्योंकि पीपल अपस्टेयर्स हमने पहले पढ़ा हुआ है। मैं सोच रहा था कि आज उसके क्वेश्चन आंसर्स पढ़ाऊँ, लेकिन नहीं, आज हम पढ़ेंगे द लंचियन। 29 पेज नंबर खोल लीजिए अपनी बुक का। ओके, द लंचियन, ये है आपका चैप्टर। ये 6 पेजेस का चैप्टर है। तो चलिए पढ़ते हैं। द लंचियन। The story is about two people who knew each other several years ago. They happened to meet each other suddenly one day. What happens when they meet? Does their friendship continue? अब इस स्टोरी में ब्रीफली आपको बता देता हूँ। वो एक रेस्टोरेंट में मिलते हैं एंड वो रेस्टोरेंट में उसकी जो दोस्त है वो मतलब खाना मंगाती जाती है, वो रुकती नहीं है और साथ में कहती है कि हमें कम खाना खाना चाहिए, डाइट पे आना चाहिए, अच्छा होता है, और वही खाना खाए जा रही है। तो ये थोड़ी ब्रीफ स्टोरी है इसके बारे में। I caught sight of her at the play and in answer to her call I went over during the interval and sat down beside her. समझ आ गया? It was long since I had last seen her, and if someone had not mentioned her name, I hardly think I would have recognized her. She addressed me brightly. Well, it's many years since we first met. How time does fly. We are none of us getting any younger. अच्छा, वो कह रहा है कि मतलब हम ज़्यादा यंगर नहीं हो रहे हैं, बच्चे के बच्चे ही है। Do you remember the first time I saw you? You asked me to luncheon. Did I remember? It was 20 years ago and I was living in Paris. Paris. Yes. I had a tiny apartment and I was earning barely enough money. मतलब barely enough money मतलब उसके पास ज़्यादा मनी नहीं था, वो barely मतलब जितना उसको चाहिए मनी उसको उतना ही मिलता था। मतलब अगर उसको रोज़ खाना खाना है 200 रुपीज़ का, तो उसको उसकी सैलरी 200 रुपीज़ ही मिलती है। मतलब उसको बेरली इनफ मनी मिलता है कि बस जीने के लिए, वो कोई एक्स्ट्रा चीज़ नहीं कर सकती। कभी कभी उसको डाइट पे भी आना पड़ता है पैसों की वजह से। ओके, इट वॉज 20 years ago and I was, अच्छा ये भी लाइन पढ़ ली हमने। She had read a book of mine and had written to me about it. I answered, thanking her, and presently I received from her another letter saying she was passing through Paris and would like to have a chat with me. But her time was limited and the only free movement she had was on the following Thursday, and would I give her a little luncheon at 4 youths afterwards. At 4 youths. ये जगह का नाम है, ये आपकी की टर्म्स है, की टर्म्स। फॉर यू, इसमें इस जगह में इन्होंने लंच किया था। ओके, अगर आप देख पा रहे हैं तो ठीक। Fuyot's is a restaurant and it was so far beyond my means that I had never even thought of going there. ये इजी चैप्टर है, देखो लाइंस बहुत इजी है, ये मैं बार बार समझा नहीं सकता। अब जैसे ये लाइन है कि I caught sight of her at the play and in answer to her call I went over during the interval and sat down beside her. अब इसका मैं क्या मीनिंग बताऊँ, ये तो सिंपल मीनिंग है, अगर इतनी भी इंग्लिश भाई तो करनी चाहिए, मतलब ठीक है। ओके, I had 80 francs, मतलब monetary unit of francs before euro से पहले, last me the rest of the month, and the modest luncheon should not cost more than 15. Modest मतलब free from extravagance, मतलब simple. If I cut out coffee for the next 2 weeks, I could manage well enough. I answered that I would meet my friend at Foyot's on Thursday and 12:30. She was in appearance imposing rather than interactive, and she gave me the impression of having more teeth, wide and large, and even than were necessary for my practical purpose. She was talkative, but since she seemed to talk about me, I was prepared to be an attractive listener. I was startled when the menu was bought, मतलब हैरान हो गई, for the prices were a great deal higher than I had thought. Thought होता है, but she reassured me, मतलब put at ease. I never eat anything for luncheon, she said. Oh, don't say that, I answered generously. I never eat more than one thing. I think people eat far too much nowadays. A little fish, perhaps. I wonder if they have any salmon. Well, it was early in the year for salmon and it was not on the menu, but I asked the waiter if there was any. Yes, a beautiful salmon had just come in. It was the first they had. देखिए, सैल्मन एक ना फिश होती है, अगर आपने कोई अगर गेम्स भी खेली होंगी या कुछ भी हुआ होगा तो मतलब एक फिश होती है, उसका नाम होता है सैल्मन। ओके, तो उस फिश की बात कर रहे हैं। चलिए, अभी आपकी ये ऐड आ चुकी है, मैं आपको एक चीज़ बताना चाहता हूँ. It's a game called Minecraft, and it is 500 rupees on Play Store, and you should buy it because it is a good and nice game which teaches you many things, and you will think it's a game only, like a moving game, but it will teach you many things, like we have learned in the chapter, the salmon. So salmon fish, I was also personally, I am saying that I was not knowing that what is salmon, but after playing this game, this foolish rubbish game, I learned that what is salmon. Like this, I learned many things: what are saplings, what are furnace, and what are minerals, ores. So you can download it. चलिए चैप्टर पे आ जाते हैं. I ordered it for my guest. The waiter asked her if something right while it was being cooked. No, she answered. I never eat more than one thing unless you have a little caviar. I never mind caviar. I knew I could not afford caviar, but I could not very well tell her that. For myself, I chose the cheapest dish on the menu, and that was a mutton chop. I think you're unwise to eat meat, she said. I don't believe in overloading my stomach. She ate the caviar and she ate the salmon. She talked gaily of art and literature and music, but I wondered what the bill would come to. When my mutton chop arrived, she took me quite seriously to task. अब वो थोड़ी ना अनकंफर्टेबल सी फील हो रही है कि मतलब how she will pay now, what is happening. So like this way, I see that you are in habit of eating a heavy luncheon. I'm sure it's a mistake. Why don't you follow my example and just eat one thing? I couldn't possibly eat anything more unless they had some of those giant asparagus. Asparagus is a kind of very tasty dish. It is found in Paris, and I personally, which I have seen many ratings of asparagus in Google, that what is it, how is it. So from seeing that reviews, my heart is saying that I also want to eat asparagus because it is very tasty. I am feeling it from the reviews of that food, and I have not eaten it yet, but if I will go to Paris, I will eat it. I should be sorry to leave Paris without having some of them. Asparagus. My heart sank. I had seen them in the shop and I knew that they were horribly expensive. My mouth had often watered at the sight of them. पानी निकल गया. चलो, mouth has watered. पानी निकल गया. चलो, I'm not in the least hungry, my guest sighed. But if you insist, I don't mind having some asparagus. I ordered them. Isn't you going to have any? No, I never eat asparagus. वो झूठ बोल रही है क्योंकि उसको asparagus बहुत पसंद है, लेकिन वो बहुत महंगा है. Okay. We waited for the asparagus to be cooked. Panic seized me. It was not a question how much money I should have left over for the rest of the month, but whether I had enough to pay the bill. It would be mortifying मतलब embarrassing का तो मतलब आपको पता होगा, to find myself 10 francs short and be obliged मतलब आपका grateful to borrow from my guest. I knew exactly how much I had, and if the bill come to more, I made up my mind that I would put my hand in my pocket and with a dramatic cry start up and say it had been picked. मतलब उसके जेब काट के पैसे निकाल लिए, ये नाटक करेगा अगर बिल ज़्यादा आया. Of course, it would be a way if he had not money enough either to pay the bill. Then the only thing would be to leave my watch and say I would come back and pay later. मतलब अपनी वॉच छोड़ के चला जाएगा कि मतलब पैसों के तौर पर अब बाद में पैसे दे जाएगा. The asparagus appeared. I watched her thrust them down her throat, a large mouthfuls. At least she finished. Coffee? I said. Yes, just an ice cream and coffee. She answered. मतलब उसने कहा कि कॉफ़ी लेनी है तो वह वो कहती है कि yes, just an ice cream and coffee. मतलब कॉफ़ी के साथ भी आइस क्रीम चाहिए. I was past carrying now, so I ordered coffee for myself and an ice cream and coffee for her. You know, there's one thing I truly believe in, she said. She ate the ice cream. One should always get up from a meal feeling one could eat a little more. Are you still hungry? I asked faintly. Oh no, I am not hungry. You see, I don't eat luncheon. I have a cup of coffee in the morning and then dinner. But I never eat more than one thing for luncheon. I was speaking for you. Oh, I see. Then a terrible thing happened while we were waiting for the coffee. The head waiter came up to us bearing a large basket full of huge peaches. But surely peaches were not in season then. Lord knows what they cost. I knew a little later, for my guest going on with her conversation absent-mindedly took me. Absent-mindedly मतलब कहीं पे भी खोया हुआ है. You see, you filled your stomach with a lot of meat, my one miserable little chop, and you can't eat any more. But I've just had a snack and I shall enjoy a peach. The bill came and when I paid it, I found that I had only enough for a quite inadequate tip. Yes. Her eyes rested for an instant on the 3 francs I left for the waiter, and I knew that she thought me mean. But when I walked out the restaurant, I had the whole mouth before me and not a penny in my pocket. Penny मतलब एक पैसा भी नहीं है जैसे बोलते हैं. Follow my example, she said as we shook hands, and never eat more than one thing for luncheon. I'll do better than that. I will trade. I'll eat nothing for dinner tonight. Humorist, she cried gaily, jumping into a cab. You are quite a humorist. But I have had my revenge at last. Revenge उसने ले लिया last में. I do not believe that I am a wicked man. But when the gods take a hand in the matter, it is understandable to observe the result with satisfaction. Today, she weighs 21 stone. देखिए गाइस, 21 स्टोन का मतलब है ऑलमोस्ट 133 kg. इन पेरिस 21 स्टोन्स, हम स्टोन्स में बात करते हैं. अब अगर मैं कहूँ कि जैसे अगर मैं कहूँ मेरा वेट अगर 10 स्टोन्स है तो 10 स्टोन्स मतलब आपका हो गया ऑलमोस्ट 70 kg, तो बहुत ज़्यादा है. अब अगर मैं कहूँ 5 स्टोन्स है, 5 स्टोन्स मतलब 35 kg, तो ये नॉर्मल है. तो इसमें स्टोन्स में गिना जाता है. है ना। अब 1 स्टोन भी कुछ होता है, 2 स्टोन भी होता है, 3 स्टोन, ऐसे ऐसे स्टोन्स में गिना जाता है। तो मैं आज बता दूं, मैंने जो एड अभी आई थी थोड़ी देर पहले आपकी माइनक्राफ्ट की, वो मैं उसको कोई स्पॉन्सर नहीं कर रहा हूँ। एंड अगर माइनक्राफ्ट वाले इसको देख रहे हैं वीडियो को, तो माइनक्राफ्ट प्लीज़ इस पे कुछ भी गलत मत डालिएगा वीडियो पे। मैं इसको कोई स्पॉन्सर भी नहीं कर रहा हूँ और मैं करना भी नहीं चाहता हूँ जब तक कोई मुझे ना बोले। अब मैंने अपने दोस्त के चैनल का उसको किया है स्पॉन्सर, लेकिन मैं माइनक्राफ्ट को नहीं कर रहा हूँ। आई वॉज जस्ट टॉकिंग to you like a friend. We all are friends. Like now if I'll talk with my neighbor and I will say that I want to play Minecraft, it is a very good game, like blah blah blah, so it doesn't mean I'm doing a sponsor if I'm talking with my friend. So you are my friends. Yeah, YouTube is my friend. Okay, so don't think I'm doing a sponsor on Minecraft. एंड अगर आपको वीडियो अच्छी लग रही है तो लाइक, सब्सक्राइब एंड कमेंट ऑन माय वीडियो। आज के लिए इतना ही। बाय बाय।